Mess with the bull, you get the horns.
Gotta let it burn.
What's going on, my fellow high-stim pre-workout enthusiasts? I hope you guys are having an amazing week, ready to go into this weekend, crush your goals, and chase those dreams. I know you are. Before I even get down to reviewing this pre-workout that we have here, I gotta say thank you guys so much. We have officially crossed 1,000 subscribers right here on the High Stim Ace YouTube channel, and I'm not gonna spend too much time talking about it. I'm planning on releasing a video that's gonna drop tomorrow. And not only am I gonna thank everyone in that video and talk about my journey a little bit, but I'm gonna give away the details of the giveaway, and you guys are not gonna wanna miss this one. There will be 3 lucky winners, and you guys are gonna have a week to apply and enter this giveaway. I'm gonna drop all the details for that tomorrow. So stay tuned, guys. Friday, 1 o'clock Eastern time, the details will drop, so you guys don't wanna miss it, because you might be the lucky winners. You never know. Anyway, guys, we got a pre-workout to review here today, and this here is 12 Strong from Bull Nutrition. Oh my God, did I feel like a bull running this pre-workout today. This was a really interesting experience, and we're going to break down the label. We're going to talk about my experience running this one twice. Once for lower body and once for chest, tris, and bis, which was today's workout. Let's talk about it. All right, 12 Strong by Bull Nutrition. I love the logo here, guys. Check this out. That is one angry jacked bull. I'm trying to get jacked like this bull, by the way, guys, in case you didn't know. But this here is a daily driver type of pre-workout, okay? So don't go into this expecting an illicit underground kind of pre. This right here is a bodybuilder's pre created by bodybuilders for bodybuilders, gym bros, and fitness enthusiasts. Now, we know that we do love all the illicits on here, and I did just drop a pre-workout review for Hemo Shock, which is a super underground illicit pre-workout. Just came back from extinction not too long ago. So if you guys haven't seen that review, I urge you to check the video description, check my video reviews playlist, and go ahead and watch that video because it's a doozy and you don't want to miss it. Now with 12 Strong, it does claim a couple of interesting things here on the label, but I'm going to break everything down and tell you what I think of this pre-workout. We begin with the flavor, and it is a sour cherry flavor. I gotta say, I really liked it. It wasn't really too sour. It kind of reminded me of these cherry slushies that you have at the movie theaters. If you guys ever been to a movie theater that has the slush puppies, they usually have the blue and the red. The blue being like a blue raspberry, the red being a sour cherry kind of flavor. This was very reminiscent of that. Had a nice tartness to it, a little bit of sourness, not super sour. I really liked it. The flavor is something in between a natural cherry and a candy cherry, but I really like it. It tasted like a cherry slushie. Now, the one thing I will say about the consistency of the pre-workout, and I don't usually talk about this because consistency doesn't really matter. If it's a little chalky, it's a little chalky. It's not the end of the world, but this one here is not only a little bit chalky and tart, but it's a little bit grainy. And for me personally, it's not an issue. I didn't mind it. It didn't affect the experience whatsoever. I added a lot of water to it, maybe 20 ounces or something, because this here is a very heavy scoop. It's actually 2 scoops for the full dose, and we're going to talk about that in a moment, but it is on the heavy side. It comes in at about 36 grams, so big old scoop, and I added more water to kind of break it down a little bit. Once again, the flavor was great, but as you guys can see right over here, the consistency is a little bit grainy. And that does have to do with a certain ingredient that is in this pre-workout. And we're going to get to that in a moment, guys. Join me as I break down this label and share my experience with you guys after running this pre-workout 2 times. Before we begin dissecting this label, guys, don't forget to like this video, share the video with a fellow stim junkie or a fitness enthusiast, comment down below to help High Stim Ace with the algorithm, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet. All right, guys, let's talk about this label. And we do have a very interesting label here, kind of on the simple side, but I don't mind that. It's good. Again, this is a daily use kind of pre-workout. This is something you could take every single day, guilt-free, 4 days, 5 days a week, however many days a week you're in the gym, and you don't have to worry about heart rate going up. You don't have to worry about getting shakes, getting jittery, heart palpitations, none of that stuff. Or even if you are a stim junkie and you're taking the illicit stuff 2, maybe 3 times a week, this is something you can use in between to cycle off those crazy stuff so you can feel the crazy stuff when you do decide to run it again. So you can either take this at 1 or 2 scoops, and like I said, we will run this at 2 scoops. It does claim 40 servings, but that of course is for the 1 scoop dose, so 20 servings you're going to get for 2 scoops. And we are reading everything as it pertains for 2 scoops because that's how we do it on the channel, guys. We begin with L-citrulline at a respectable 6,000 milligrams. That's going to get the blood flowing and help with the pumps. I like 6,000 milligrams. It's really solid. Beta-alanine for the tingles, clinical 3,200, really nice. Betaine anhydrous 2,000 milligrams, which is pretty solid. I think it's 500 milligrams less than the clinical dose, but theoretically, 2,000 milligrams will help with the strength output, and I like that. Creatine HCl, 3,000 milligrams, so I like that. Not creatine monohydrate, which I do take creatine anyway, and if you guys take creatine regularly, then don't rely on pre-workouts to give you the creatine. The creatine in here will help a little bit with strength output, but really you're getting all those benefits when it's already saturated in your system. So whether you take creatine in the morning, in your morning cup of coffee, which is how I do it, or with your morning protein shake, it doesn't matter, guys. Keep taking your creatine monohydrate. This here is just a little bit of extra creatine HCl, which will help a little bit with extra strength output and aggression in the gym. L-leucine, 4,000 milligrams, that is an amino acid. That's an interesting inclusion. Usually you're going to get that inside a protein powder, but I don't mind it. Taurine, 2,000 milligrams, and it's appropriate to have taurine in here, taurine being Taurus, and Taurus being a bull. So I like that. It kind of fits in the theme, but all kidding aside, taurine is a good all-around ingredient, the jack of all trades. It's going to give you concentration, focus, a little bit of blood flow, energy, strength output, all that good stuff. So I like taurine. It's really solid. And then we have black ginger, which is interesting. Haven't seen that before. And ginger does help with the blood flow. A lot of people take ginger supplements to help with blood flow in general. And black ginger is a more potent form of that. And I really like it. I definitely noticed it. And we're going to talk about that in the effects section afterwards. And we do have peak ATP coming in next. And that is going to help with muscle endurance and strength output in the gym. It's a trademarked ingredient. I do like it. Comes in at 435 milligrams. And just to build on top of that, we have cytocholine coming in next at 350 milligrams. So that is going to help with ATP production. So it's going to enhance the peak ATP that's already in here. And it's also going to help with mood and dopamine levels a little bit. And that's going to play into what I'm going to talk about in a moment once I get to the effects section. So make sure you stay tuned. Don't you dare go anywhere. Caffeine, 300 milligrams. I like it. Solid daily dose. And it doesn't specify if it's anhydrous or dicaffeine malate. I'm assuming it's caffeine anhydrous because I did feel it within about 6-7 minutes, but we're going to talk about that really soon. So 300 milligrams, solid daily dose. We got vitamin D3, 25 micrograms. And lastly, glycerol in powder form, 10 grams. Very, very massive dose of glycerol powder in this pre-workout. So overall, really simple label, really to the point. I like it. The black ginger inclusion is very, very interesting. I haven't seen that in any pre-workout before, so they definitely got something unique going on. But as you can see, very clinically dosed kind of pre-workout for the most part, maybe 2 things being slightly underdosed. But again, guys, labels are just labels. So this here is a very straightforward kind of label, very focused on giving you clean, sustainable energy, good focus, sick pumps, and something you could take regularly and not feel like you consumed something that's going to give you a heart attack when you're at the gym pumping like a lunatic, which incidentally is what I was doing today. And the one thing I got to talk about is that last ingredient, which is the glycerol monosaturate at 10,000 milligrams, so 10 grams essentially, right? Now, 10 grams of glycerol powder is a lot. I think that the most I've ever seen in powder form in a pre-workout was the 4 grams, which was in the pump serum pre-workout, a non-stim pre-workout to be more specific, but one I will be reviewing really soon from Huge Supplements, and I really like that one. But I've never seen more than 4,000 milligrams of glycerol powder in a pre-workout. And the reason for that is that glycerol tends to clump up over time, and it also does create a really chalky kind of effect and a grainy one as well. So you remember earlier in the video where I was talking about how the liquid, when I mixed it in with the water, despite mixing in a lot of water, it had a bit of a chalky consistency and a grainy kind of consistency, right? Here's the picture again for reference in case you missed it the first time around. So the reason that I believe it has this kind of consistency in the water is because of that glycerol powder. And again, glycerol powder does create issues, so a lot of companies don't like using glycerol powder, and if they do, it's usually 1,000 to 2,000 milligrams, maybe 3,000 or 4,000, but that is usually where it caps off. 10,000 milligrams is a big old dose, and it's definitely noticeable. The pumps are very noticeable. We're going to talk about the pumps in a moment, but it does create a little bit of issues when drinking the drink. Again, for me personally, I had no issues with it. It's a bit of a sensation going down your throat. You feel a little graininess, but it's nothing disgusting. It's nothing it's nothing too rough. It goes down pretty easily, but it is a little grainy. So it is what it is. The first time I mixed it, I didn't notice it as much. When I ran this pre-workout last week for the very first time, I mixed it with lukewarm water, room temperature water, so it dissolved a little easier. But today I did go with the ice cold water straight out of the refrigerator, and it did have a little bit of a harder time breaking up despite me shaking the shaker numerous times. But it is what it is, guys. It's a small nitpick. It's a small critique. If it bothers you, that's on you. But just throwing the facts out there for the sake of a transparent and objective review. Other than that, this is a great pre-workout. You're going to feel the energy, clean, smooth, coming in at about 6, 7, 8 minutes. I was on my way to the gym. I walked to the gym today, did not bike because it was raining, took my umbrella with me and started heading to the gym. Felt a mood elevation at the 10-minute mark, which is surprising. And I even messaged Bull Nutrition on Instagram and I said, listen, guys, this is the second time I took this pre-workout and I don't exactly know what is causing this, but I feel a mood elevation. I feel good. So the owner messaged me back and he told me it has to do with the black ginger extract and the cytocholine and all the blood flow ingredients, which do increase the blood flow in your body. And essentially, you're going to feel very good and in a stable, positive, healthy state of mind, which is how I felt throughout my entire workout. I even caught a little bit of a buzz. It wasn't an illicit buzz, obviously. There's nothing in here that will create an illicit buzz. There's no nootropics in here either. But surprisingly, I was very focused, had good, clean energy throughout the workout. It only took me 2 warm-up sets to get going, and I got to my working sets. I hit a bunch of chest exercises today, focusing on the dumbbell chest press, doing both incline, flat, and then I hit the decline with the bar, and I did a couple of machines, focused the triceps a little bit later, throwing in a little bit of biceps as well, just to get a full rounded arm workout, and it was a great experience. I was in the gym for an hour and a half today, which is great for a weekday. On high stim Saturday, high stim Sunday, I like to be in the gym for 2.5 to 3 hours, but today is a weekday and I'm very happy with this workout. It was great, very productive. The pumps were sick. Now, it's not really that dry vascular kind of pump. It definitely blows you up a little bit. And of course, it has to do with the 10 grams of glycerol that's in here. That's a big dose, guys. That's a big old dose. So it definitely has to do with that, but I blew up, but my veins were still very much visible. I had the one vein here on my bicep that was popping out, so I was pretty happy about that. The lighting did contribute a little bit to the picture, but overall, it was a great experience. I feel good right now. I don't feel like a buzz or anything. I don't feel high off this pre-workout. This is a good bodybuilder's daily use kind of pre-workout. You can take this and you don't have to feel bad or guilty. No crazy heart palpitations, no anxiety, no heart leaping out of your chest, nothing like that, guys. Smooth, great experience, just enough energy to get in a good hour and 20, hour and a half workout, and it comes down smoothly, it dissipates, no crash whatsoever. Overall, really, really solid experience, and I gotta say that this did exceed expectations. It hit nicely, definitely felt it. It was a good, solid experience. If you guys want to pick up the 12 strong pre-workout from Bull Nutrition, then head over to the official Bull Nutrition website. And I don't have a discount code as of this recording. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. But either way, it's priced very fair. They're based in Canada. The owner's really, really friendly. They're really cool people. So follow them on Instagram as well. Really great brand. And thank you guys for sending this out to me for review. I hope you guys enjoyed this review, me breaking down this really, really solid daily use pre-workout. If you guys did find this review to be beneficial to you, don't forget to drop the like on this video, comment down below, tell me if you're interested in picking up this pre-workout, engage with the high stim community right here on the channel, guys. Comment down below, share the channel with a fellow stim junkie or a fitness enthusiast, and subscribe if you haven't yet. We just broke 1,000 subscribers, guys, so thank you so much. There will be an epic giveaway. Video will drop tomorrow, so stay tuned. You don't want to miss it. I will see you all next time for the next High Stim pre-workout review. Take care, everybody. High Stim Ace, signing off.